They are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Handoff as they run the counter play. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. Touchdown, Carolina! Lamar Jackson, 30 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dante Fowler able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Oh,
man, Brandon. Not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
55.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And got it, not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's at the 50, the 30, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run the counter now on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
O.J. Howard, 63 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The kick is
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
their own 21-yard line.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
24 is the mark. We got it.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
The kicker.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 28, Buccaneers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. End zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
11-yard line.
Back back to Taylor on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Back at the 15.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made